Hiya, so I'm Mike Salmon. I'm from Ainsdale Gas and Heat Pumps. We're a local heating company, family run, that's been going for a long time. And I'm carrying on from my dad's business, which started in 1992. I did an apprentice when I left school when I was 16. And over 20 years later, here we are. And we're pushing forward into renewable energy now as well. So the main part of our business at the moment is still looking after people's gas boilers. We repair any boiler. We'll never tell you that you need a new boiler if parts are available. But I want to move all our customers onto renewable energy and eventually get off gas because for the environment, we can't keep burning gas forever. We eventually have to move forward, and I believe heat pumps are without doubt the best option moving forward for the future to future-proof your home and to reduce your carbon emissions and your energy bills as well. So it started, I suppose, when my father left British Gas in 1992, and he went self-employed and got built a good reputation for himself. That's why it's called Ainsdale Gas and Heat Pumps because I grew up in Ainsdale and that's where the business started. But now we live more central in town. And when I left school and towards the end of school, I liked maths in school. That was probably my favourite subject. But I felt like I wanted to carry on with Dad's business. And I thought it was a good opportunity, and it was interesting because I like the technical side of plumbing. There's very complicated systems and there's very interesting solutions that we can come up with. So I did an apprenticeship, a traditional apprenticeship. We went to Liverpool. I went to oh, sorry, I've forgotten the name of it. I need to start again. I forgot. My mind's gone blank. I forgot the name of the college I went to. Yeah, right. I'll just say. So I went to college when I left school and did a 4 year apprenticeship doing plumbing and gas. And then I just carried on being absolutely determined to learn as much as I could and to be as good as, if not better than my dad. And at that time in like the early 2000s, there was a lot of changes in technology. There was, combi boilers were well established, but I was aware that that renewable energy was on the horizon. So I was always looking into that and wanting to learn it. And then in the past 5 years, there's been a huge uptake in demand for renewable energy, and that's given me lots of new enthusiasm for my business because I know that for the customers who've looked after us and we've looked after them in turn for 20, 30 years, when they want to move away from gas, I know their house as well. And I know that I feel we'll do a better job than a remote company who maybe doesn't know the properties in the area and doesn't know the customers. And I feel like we're best suited to look after people as long as we can with the gas system. But when they want to make the change to renewable energy, then we'll also be best placed to guide our customers forward then as well. Yeah, so the only downside to renewable energy is the upfront cost. There is currently a £7,500 government grant to get to replace your boiler with a heat pump, but there is a few thousand to even five, six, seven, £8,000 on top of the government grant, depending on what kind of system you go for, how advanced you want to go with the how premium you want to go with the heat pump make and model, how efficient you want to make the system. So there is a there is a capital outlay that is serious. So for that reason, we're not telling anyone you need to take your boiler out now because it's at the right time. And I think the grants, they may increase in the future, but it's got to be it's everybody I feel has to eventually do this, and hopefully there'll be a time when everyone can afford it. Perhaps the prices will come down, but at the moment they are expensive. But if you're doing up your house and you want to future proof it, it'll be, if you're, say you just move into a house and you're decorating it and you're putting in new pipework, new radiators or underfloor heating, it'll be cheaper to get that designed to suit a heat pump system than it would be to just think about designing them for a boiler system, and then in a few years time you may want to get a heat pump and you've not designed the system for that. So I also do a lot of heat pump ready designs. So even if we're fitting someone a boiler, but if we're putting any new pipework or radiators, I say to the customers, would you like to go and make this heat pump ready and future proof it? And that's quite a popular option as well.
I suppose it's like when solar panels came out, 20, 30 years ago,
Yeah.
really quite high to expensive, and now they've come right down in price. It's probably the same as that. Eventually, it will be affordable for most people.
Yes, I do feel the price of heat pumps, they may come down as the take up increases, but also the incentives may increase as the government's committed to net zero by 2050. So as we get closer to that date, I anticipate that incentives may increase. But if you have any questions about heat pumps on how to get yourself ready for it, or if you'd be interested in a quote now, then I'm happy to answer anybody's questions about that.
There's a lot of plumbers
Yeah.
in the world, and
There's a
what
lot.
makes you different? Why should somebody come to you on the surfaces?
Well, there's two aspects of our business which I think we're different at both sides. It's the service and the maintenance. We do a lot of boiler repairs and we're doing some heat pump repairs now as well. But we'll repair any make or model of appliance, not just ones we've installed. And we'll never tell you that you need a new boiler as long as parts are available. So if you call us to repair a boiler, that's what we're coming to do. We're not going to go and upsell you into a boiler or anything like that. And for that reason, we do a lot of interesting repairs, and we've built up a lot of experience with repairing any problem. And I do like to think that customers can call us with literally any problem to do with heating, and we'll get to the bottom of it. And then there's on the installation side, we also have a lot of experience in larger houses. So there's not a system that would be too large or complicated in Southport or anywhere for us to work on. I can understand the systems very, very, very quickly, and we can then look after it long term. Or when it comes to upgrading, if you need something that's out of the ordinary, or you think you've got a particularly high demand on heating or hot water, then I think we're at the leading edge of the industry there, and we've got all the solutions available.
Amazing. And who are your clients? Is it domestic or commercial or both?
Most of our clients are domestic. We do some commercial. We have some commercial clients who may be maybe churches and community centres and whatnot. But mostly it's domestic customers. That's what we do. I want just the best for our customers long term. We're a long term business, and we're going to be here for a long time to come. So if anybody's not sure whether the heat pump's right for them, or if it's the right time, then if you just ask, we're just as happy to look after your gas system or to give you advice for renewable energy as well. So I think you will get completely honest advice from me, and because I just ultimately want the customer to be happy, and then that makes us happy, and it's what I'm passionate about.